Hey, Buffaque here again. Today I thought I'd show you guys my North American Arms 22 LR mini revolver. In some of my other videos, you've seen the little 22 short I have in the EDC Beach Kit video, and also the 22 Magnum in the Sunday Carry video. But this is the 22 LR. It's very similar to both the short and the Magnum. Obviously, the only real difference here is you have a cylinder, that's chambered for the 22 LR. A couple of real quick things, and this is going to be a quick video, guys, but a couple of quick things that I've noticed about this gun. For one thing, just the same as the 22 short, this gun fits perfectly in that little coin pocket you have in your jeans. I do have a small little, kind of a cheesy little, oops, as I knock all my rounds over there, small little holster for this, little pocket holster. Okay, you can stick some extra rounds inside this. But honestly, I rarely ever end up using this thing because this thing just fits so perfectly in that coin pocket in your jeans. I've found that I really don't need that pocket holster, so I rarely use it. Fits into that little pocket great. Something else about this, with the 22 short, I didn't really notice it so much, and the 22 Magnum has a larger, kind of a bulkier grip. I also didn't notice it with that, but this thing is pretty snappy, and I think the best way to remedy that, if you have one of these firearms, as beautiful as the grips are on these, I was kind of lucky where I found this. It automatically came with those black grips, which I kind of like. But if you're wanting one of these for a carry gun, I recommend getting on North American Arms website and purchasing a set of the rubber grips. I fired one of these that belongs to a friend of mine. His is also the 22 long rifle, and his has the rubber grips on it, and I gotta say that was a lot more enjoyable to shoot, just because I didn't get the impression after each round that it was going to pop up out of my hand. Now, I never did actually lose the little revolver out of my hand. It never jumped out or anything. But if you have hands that are at all large, it's kind of difficult to get a decent grip on it. If you're just sitting around the house and you think, well, that feels fine, I don't know if that would be a problem. Wait till you take it out, shoot with it, and you'll see. After each round, that little thing really wants to pop up and back, and that's about what it does when I shoot it. It seems to come up and back like that. Like I said, never ended up actually losing it or anything. It's just, I think with a set of the rubber grips, I'd feel a little more confident that I've got a good hold on it. Like I said, with the 22 short, I never really noticed that because it's just firing a 22 short. Not much recoil with that thing. And the 22 mag, it's got kind of a bulkier grip, so you can get a pretty decent purchase on it. But this one, noticed that a little bit. I keep it loaded with CCI Mini Mags. I've read that a lot of people also keep theirs loaded with CCI Stingers. I've actually been trying to do a little bit of research lately on which would be the more effective round. Yes, for a defensive carry. Yes, I'm actually sitting here talking about carrying a 22 LR as a defensive weapon. Get over it. Anyway, based off what I've read so far, the 22, the CCI Mini Mags seem to get a slightly better review due simply to the fact that a lot of the Stingers, or at least the reports I've read, a lot of folks have said that the Stingers fragment on impact, and the Mini Mags, from what I've read, don't do that. So for right now, I'm sticking with the Mini Mags. May do a little more research. If you have any information for me where that's regarded, please send me something in the comments. Let me know kind of what you think. Like I said, so far, the only real drawback with this that I have noticed has been that little bit of recoil in the hand, just simply the revolver kind of wanting to pop up. It's not a big deal. I still carry this almost every day, but I think a set of those rubber grips would kind of remedy that. At any rate, just kind of a short little video. A trend you're probably starting to notice here on the Buffaque channel is I do a lot of videos on small mouse guns, pocket guns, you know, the calibers basically between the 22 short all the way up to like the 380, because those are kind of my favorite calibers. A lot of you probably know by this point, I love the 25 ACP, I always have, but the 22 and all of its variants, the 25, the 32, the 380, I love those calibers, just simply because the guns that are made in those calibers are so small and they're so practical to carry. You know, like this 22 LR, this is about as small as you get nowadays as far as a firearm, and you know, it's a quality made piece. One thing I love about what North American Arms, what they do with their mini revolvers, is you have these safety notches, if you can see that, right between the cylinders there. Try to get it focused for you. There we are. Those safety notches ensure that if you carry this with each chamber loaded, which I always do, you know, should you drop this or it fall out of the pocket or any of those things that we never want to have happen, but should it fall and the hammer get bumped, it has nothing to hit, okay? All it's going to be hitting is the edge of the cylinder. It's in between two rounds, so there's really no danger there, as long as you keep it in that notch, okay? And yes, I often do carry this as my primary carry. Not all the time, of course, but yeah, I've done it more than once, for sure. And fortunately never needed it, but you know, if I have to go out of the house for something, I don't feel that I'm completely vulnerable if I have this in my pocket. It's a great little piece. It's well made, and with a great load like the CCI Mini Mag, hey, you could do a lot worse. You could do a lot worse. So anyway, just a few of my impressions on the little 22 LR by North American Arms. Let me know what you guys think. See you next time.